promise to love faithfully, faithfully. You're all I need. Oh. We here now?
I'm here. You here?
I guess so, Greg.
You know, season 9 of Suits is not on Netflix. It's on Peacock.
Oh no! For some, I don't like season 6. I don't care about season 7. It's to the point where I don't care what's happening anymore.
That's probably why the show got canceled.
Because like I don't know what it was. Like I didn't watch the 1 through 4.
You ever watch a show and like it get canceled, and it's either like you are really into it, you like I'm watching it, so everybody else got to be watching it, or it got canceled, and you like I get it because I stopped watching it.
Yo, like it got to the point where I was just like, I don't. It's this repetitive cycle of the. At least Power Rangers had more storylines to it.
She said Power Rangers.
I don't know. I was more entertained with that at some point, but yeah,
I was not expecting Power Rangers.
So 1 to 4 probably was bomb. I don't know. I haven't.
Usually the 4th season is usually shows don't really do well after the 4th season, unless you're like a Law and Order or The Simpsons or some shit like that.
No, but the 5th season got me.
Really?
6th season lost me. 7th season can't.
Let me rephrase that. I feel like 4 seasons in the streaming era is all you want to last.
Yeah, but I think that there's also like this clause or something like that. Like after 2 seasons, they usually like end it or try to revamp it so they don't have to pay the people more. So
and they tried to do that with Suits and it didn't work. Like they took away the 3 of the main characters. Like,
wow, wait, come on, Greg. I know I didn't finish it. But
you told me about it.
That's season 6.
Yeah, in season 6, everybody leave.
Oh yeah, they gone. Wait. Okay, I guess. Whatever. I don't know. I stopped caring about it. Like I was just like, I don't care. Like, what's his name? The one that was in jail. What's his name?
Mike.
I don't like him.
Gone.
For real? He don't come back. He not in season 8.
So I think he's in season 9 because I saw some snippets of season 9.
Yeah, but he's not in season 8.
He's not in 8. No.
Ooh, we didn't need him in season 8. He started to get on my nerves.
Yo, as I keep watching this show, everybody's starting to piss me off.
Yeah, I didn't.
Donna
is amazing.
No, she ain't.
Since when? Like what season?
Since she became COO.
Oh,
honestly, she always annoyed me. She was one of those people that like wanted her cake and eat it too. Like, what are you? You a secretary? What are you? A therapist? Are you? What the fuck are you?
I'm all of them.
No, you ain't. Pick your rope. Stay your lane.
No, they come to her.
Trash.
Look, I told you I came into it in the 5th season, right? The only idea that she was able to even be involved in so many things is because people trusted her with their information.
But did she do stupid? Like, if you watch season 8, she really pissed me off.
Oh, okay, season 8, because I didn't get there because I don't care anymore.
Because like, now you're just doing too much. Like, now you're doing too much.
But why can't she do too much?
Because.
It's like you give me the power and now you feel some type of way about it, but you already know who I was.
No, we gave you the power and we trust you with the power.
Yeah.
Be responsible with the power. With great power comes great responsibility.
Okay, and we watched everybody squander it on that team that has power in this moment for all the seasons.
And now she's fucking up. Because she's supposed to be the all righteous one. She's supposed to be,
no.
She's the Donna.
Sometimes
she trash.
Power, sometimes power, especially when you're around people that have manipulated or corrupted in a way, can make you not okay.
Nah.
Yeah, sometimes well, I don't know. I don't know what happened in season 8 because I don't care. Right now, I'm literally, if I put it on, it's because I want to go to sleep and I want the TV on in the background.
She was given like confidential information
yeah.
as being the COO of the firm.
Yeah.
And she decided to tell her love interest. Because it was her love interest.
Oh, okay.
Bullshit.
Okay, that sounded stupid. Why did she want to tell him?
Because I'm in love with him and I didn't want him to not be, I didn't want him to know what was not going on.
So he had nothing to do with the business?
He did. It was because he was a client of the firm.
Okay.
And she was dating him.
Okay.
But the information that she had was firm business. And because it was firm business, she told him it was going to put everybody else in jeopardy. And she told him, and niggas lost their license because of her dumbass decision.
Okay, so
she will be fired.
Okay, so that's the same reason why Mike was in jail. Because old lady wanted to do the article.
Look, that's what people do. We talk about Donna. We not talking about Mike.
Okay, so
Mike got away with his. She didn't.
He didn't. He went to jail.
You're right. He did. Yeah. You're right.
And freaking, what's the other man's name?
Harvey?
He been fucking up since day one, okay? He's been manipulating the system. And, like, no one, like, everybody can do all that from 1 to 7, because y'all obviously this is happening in 8. Everybody can do fuck shit. But the one season, Donna want to have her moment.
It's not the one season. Donna been doing fuck shit for all 17.
No, she hasn't. No, she hasn't.
That's because you identify with her. You feel like she
been looking out for everybody.
She is fuck woman number 1.
I don't know. I didn't need to watch season 8, but I don't want to get there because I don't care about season 7. They lost me at season 6 when I knew y'all was gonna get him out. Why we put him in here? Why we do that?
Because they needed something. They had to keep it in. Honestly, they had to put him in jail because after a while I was getting annoyed. Like, okay, is he going to get caught? Let him get caught already. Because that storyline was getting boring.
But he was going to, and that's why they gave him, he was innocent, but he not.
I thought that was a good twist too. But I'm a fan of Lewis. I really relate to Lewis.
I believe that.
I like Lewis.
Yeah, yes. Oh my God,
I'm not always looking for somebody else's approval. No. But
what?
Who approval I'm looking for?
That's what I was like. I was like, Lewis, like that's his life's goal is just to have people validate him.
But it's like once you gotta get to season 8.
Yeah, but this has been growth. We've already know that he's manipulated things. The reason why he also knows about Mike not having his license and using that to get his name on the wall. Like there was nothing of real value that he brought to the company.
I like season 8. Lewis.
Okay. Because all the other, like, I wanted to throw him away. Like,
you just didn't like his face.
No, it was his. No, because sometimes they make unattractive people attractive because of their personalities or how they carry themselves or the conversations that they have. Every conversation he had annoyed my spirit. He was always feeling some type of way, always overcompensating, always trying to have somebody going with him in a mud bath, and I'm just like, you need real friends.
And that's the thing in season 8, right? Yo, he get everything. He get the girl. He get his baby. Like, he actually is having a kid. And he becomes managing partner. Like, I like this Lewis. And he got managing partner the right way.
Yes. Because we also know, if you guys... Why are we having a whole episode about that? He also is the reason when he understood that he was not ready for the power because when he had it, he didn't know what to do with it. And so, like I said, I would love to see Lewis in season 8. But I don't even want to get through
just watch season 8, yo.
I don't even want to. You just saying skip to season 7?
Yeah.
Maybe
There's some new people in there. I don't really like the new chicks.
I don't care for the new people.
It's crazy because I've seen this series like 3 times already. Like,
but now I'm involved in it.
But
so
I've never seen season 9.
Okay.
So now it's like a whole bunch of new episodes for me.
Oh, you're excited.
Oh, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a little I'm just annoyed. But I want to try to finish it, but I'm not in a rush anymore.
And Lewis go to therapy? Like...
Finally, he goes to therapy. You know what's crazy?
Yo. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, because you forget your thoughts faster than me, so go ahead. That wasn't a joke.
Is my thought, so go ahead. I know.
Because it had nothing to do with the show. It was about therapy.
Okay, go ahead.
How come nobody talk about the after effects of therapy? Everybody only talks about when they go through therapy, or they only talk about I need to go to therapy, like all the bad things of why I'm going to therapy, but never because I went to therapy I did this, or they never shout out the therapists who helped them get through stuff.
You don't think people do that?
No, it's rare. I'm not saying people do it. It's rare that I hear it.
Cause like I've gone to therapy and like I've had some good experiences and I had some bad experiences too. But I think like that's another part of it. Like, right? Like unless someone is asking and being proactive in it, it's just understanding what the problem is. Like I know that I may have a problem that my circle or my safe spaces may not be able to help me and I need to go get professional help, not because it's an issue, but sometimes unbiased and professional opinions may help you gear to whatever thought processes you need. And I think that sometimes it's not really about talking about it. I think it's more about the idea of you're seeing a change in this individual, right? But if you want to say, like, yes, I'm now going to therapy because now I'm starting to hold myself accountable for the things that I'm doing, making sure that I have...
You think people who don't go to therapy don't hold themselves accountable?
I think that anybody, whether you go to therapy or you're not, I think it's just a part of your life where you decide to do it and what lane you want to do it in. I don't think that matters. I don't think anyone that didn't go to therapy won't hold themselves accountable, and I think anybody that went to therapy still can't say that they could. There's still people who go to therapy and still don't hold themselves accountable.
Absolutely.
That they may still be going to therapy or probably let it go, and sometimes people just don't want to deal with the process. I've actually heard a story about someone that I knew that they were going to couples therapy and everything was actually like working out in the way where they were being able to be more open with their communication and more safe and feeling like they can actually talk to each other. And then the therapist started being able to kind of see the flaws in one of the individuals. And at that moment, they didn't want to go to therapy anymore. It was okay when we were talking about us. But now once you start bringing up just me, not saying that it wouldn't have gone to the spouse at all. I think that it's going to be an interchange type of situation. But when it started focusing on that particular individual, like, they didn't want to do therapy anymore. So I think that, like, there was a moment in time where that individual was like, yes, therapy is working, holding themselves accountable to things that they may have not done, said, or want to do. And now you're in a place where now we're just talking about you and you're just like, I don't want to do it. And I think that's when that person went to therapy and they no longer hold themselves accountable to a certain extent or certain avenues of whatever they don't agree with that therapist, which I thought that was really sad. Because I was like, I think if you find something that's able to work for y'all, I'm not saying it has to be forever, being able to find a basis of someone who's unbiased, like they have no cat, dog, or bear in the race. Like they don't care. They just need you to be great. And they just want to help you provide with tools or even just a way to have a unbiased communication with someone that can mediate the conversation. I like that. But go ahead, Greg, because we didn't even get into the topics yet. Did the episode start?
Yeah, we can't just talk.
Yeah, I thought we was going to get into banter.
We can't just talk. Dang. Yo, she could claim that we don't talk no more. I'm trying to talk about random stuff.
On camera?
Be quiet. So what? We here.
So you're doing it for the gram.
I'm not on the gram.
The YouTubes. The YouTubes.
The tubes. All right. Banter. All right. So, banter question for today is, what is one thing you wish you could change about society today?
The capitalist mindset.
Ooh, elaborate.
I think that...
Wait, you want people to have more of it or less of it?
Less of it.
Okay.
I think that this country has got like overly consumed with the idea of making money and how to make money and I want to encourage people to continue to have ideas and be able to flourish, but I think that we've kind of lost the concept of really being human and finding like empathy or even the idea of like having a bartering system or like I just feel like money has made states like ourselves have this population of homeless people, and we know that our state is very rich. We got people with money here, and we have a whole population of homeless people. Like, for what? I just think that doesn't mean they have to live good and they don't need to have their own place, but I know that they can have a community where they can establish that if they want to. And I'm kind of over the idea that if you have money, that's the only way that your life has to be good, when you could be the greatest person but not have those opportunities to make that money and your life has to be shit. I don't think that's fair. So that's it. What about you, Greg?
This for me is this notion that everyone is a boss.
Everybody's not. I actually had a conversation. I'm sorry. Please let me finish your thought. I had a conversation with one of my friends. Someone that I know. I don't know. Just
got a lot of things I want to change about society. But go ahead.
No, but because they were asking me like, no, they weren't even asking me. They were telling me that I had a lot of leadership attributes in me, and that like they could see me like managing and running, but they don't see that in them. And not saying that they don't want to do it. They don't feel like they have the personality to deal with it. Mm-hmm. The idea of being responsible for other people. Mm-hmm. So there are people in this world that understand that maybe a boss is where the money is at, but that's not where I'm good at.
There's not only money in being a boss.
Understood, because there's some leaders that don't really make that much.
Just saying.
I get that, but I'm talking about. I'm thinking about the reasons why they would think about doing it outside of the fact that it's not what they would do.
Sure. That
would be my response. But please continue, Greg. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just think not everyone is meant to be a leader, and I'm tired of I guess I'm more tired of the fact that everyone telling everyone that they can be a leader. Like in that situation that you just said, how the person said, I don't see that in myself. Mm-hmm. Like I would be more upset with the person who says to them, you can be a leader. I see it in you. If that person don't see it in themselves, it's okay.
No, but there's different things that they could lead, right? So in that conversation, I told them, look,
you are the problem.
Let me tell you, because I agreed with him. I said, okay, maybe leading people is not your thing, but I think that you're a great trainer. So you're not leading, but think about the things that you can do. Like I gave him an alternative of not just being that role and how he can elevate and still do the things that he liked to do and just help other people doing it.
No.
That's leadership in his role.
No.
In his role.
No. If you're not a leader, you're not a leader.
He's the top flight security of his department.
There's no such thing. The word wouldn't exist if there was nobody to lead.
Trainer still leads. They just don't lead a majority of,
They lead for a moment in time, a period?
That's it.
Sure. Cool. That's true. You're right. I'm not saying you're wrong.
I'm getting all my information from this individual.
If that individual has said to them, I'm not going to hire or put my trust in anyone who says, I don't see myself as a leader.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
Oh, well, that's my leadership.
Okay, I get that, but my thing is,
I'm not.
I will
putting
because
a battery in somebody's back.
I'm not hiring them to be a leader. Everybody needs. Like my thing is, if someone's aware of who they are and how they fit into society or the workplace, that allows me to know who the worker bees are. As a leader, I need to know the people that actually just want to do a task. That satisfies them.
Me too.
Like they don't want to have to. So I'm going to hire that person. Maybe not for a leadership role, but I'm definitely going to hire them. Oh, well, no, I'm not going to hire them for a leadership role. Trainer, if I know that there was somebody at one of my old jobs that was so like into the job. Like you would have never thought they would have left. That's how happy that they were at this job. I didn't understand it, but that's neither here or there. I always aim high. That's it. You aim for the stars. Well, if you aim for the moon, then at least you aim for the stars. That's how it is? You aim for the stars, aim for the moon? Anyways, and it got to the point where the company understood that as well. Good manager, skill set, and made her a trainer. Did they pay her more? No. Did she ask? No. That's a great person to have. But when you understand your value and you're like, guess what? I know that this is the great, what I can do. But the fact that I need to train people, I should be making more money or I should be doing this. But you're not, because you are just focused on the task. We need people like that in the world. We need people to do the things that we don't want to do.
You need workers and you need subordinates.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think the problem becomes when we tell subordinates that they could be leaders.
Because some subordinates know that they can be leaders.
When you know it, that's fine. If you feel in your heart that you are a leader, at 1,000%, you should strive to be a leader in whatever respective field that you want to be in.
Okay.
But when you tell me that I don't feel like I'm a leader, as a leader, I'm not going to tell you I think you can. No.
Okay, so let me run that back. I'm going to tell you that it depends on the circumstances and what's on the line. But sometimes people, it's just like it goes back to the last conversation that we had about people loving themselves and how you're able to love them. Because you see what it's in them that they may have not realized. So there may be some subordinates, like in certain jobs that I've been in, where I know that I have started here when I should have already started here because I'm already dealing with people here by week 2. And so there's some people that don't know that until they're in these situations where you're able to see leadership qualities in them. They haven't had the opportunities until they've interacted with you where you're able to see certain things, where at that point in time, it's no longer about how I feel about myself. You're exuding leadership capabilities. You may have not thought that you were a person that could lead, but you're proactive in your work. You ask questions. You look out for your team, and you make sure everybody's.
You can learn to become an alpha, or are you born with it?
I think you're born with it.
Did I just stump you?
No, because I was about to say, like, come on, Greg, like, but I think you're born with it, but I don't think everybody taps into it because they don't have certain opportunities to allow them to see that.
I hear that, but I also believe if you're born with it at some point in your life, no matter what the circumstance is, you felt it. Like, you've seen it and you believe that at some point in your life, you was a leader or you can be a leader. I'm a firm believer that's how alphas will come out the vagina feeling. And betas are betas. That's just who they are.
Okay, all the words that you're using is probably triggering people. Let's stop using all those things because I don't use
Really?
I don't use that word. I don't use beta. I don't even know what that is.
A beta?
Yeah.
A secondary person.
What?
A subordinate, someone who needs to be led.
Oh, okay. I didn't know those terminologies. Now I know.
Might mean to offend nobody.
I don't know. I just don't.
That's the second thing I want to change about society. You sensitive ass motherfuckers.
You know, we sensitive now.
Like bullshit.
You can't even see that somebody don't say bless you. The world has shut down.
Why are you blessing me? Who said I'm a Christian? Who said I want to be blessed?
Lord.
Lawsuit.
You're not lying, Greg.
Like, yo.
You're not lying.
This world's crazy. We good?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, man. Fade out. Fade to black. Here we go.
Well, I'm just saying that you have either underestimated the thought process of this woman.
You don't think I prepared?
This is too much.
This is every week, bro.
I'm ready.
The gist of this conversation is that I'm right and y'all wrong. Group, G-R-E. This jug hurt, bro.
Who else you think enjoy you saying yerp, Greg?
Huh?
Who you think else enjoy you saying yerp?
I think everybody does.
Okay.
I think when people don't hear it, if I didn't do it, I think people feel like something's off with the episode.
I think. And have you heard anyone ever talk about it with you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What, you don't like it?
I don't know. This is your thing.
I'm just asking a question.
No, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just very curious. I just want to know if you got like a consensus, like keep doing the yerps or like.
Actually, even when we have guests on the show, they try to do it.
Oh, that's what he did. My ear is going crazy.
Oh,
I should have did the thing. I should have went to your. Oh.
But I am the originator of the Europe, and no one else can do it.
Understood.
Welcome to Convo. What Convo is this?
7, I think.
This is not Convo 7.
147.
Oh, I'm about to say, we've been doing this for way more than 7.
No, Greg.
No, you're right. Welcome to Convo 147 of Just a Conversation with Greg and Gigi. I'm the person that talks first. And I am sitting here on the couch, joined by the freshly done, wonderful, lovely Gigi.
Gigi. Thank you, Greg.
How you doing, Gigi?
Did it play?
It did.
Hi, everyone. You know what? I'm okay. This week actually went by pretty fast for me. Monday I wasn't feeling well, so I wasn't working. Tuesday they sent us home because it was a state of emergency. Wednesday, I guess it was Wednesday. Thursday was cool. Um, like nothing really stands out to me for this week. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Outside of the fact that, I think I'm pretty amazing. I think that when people meet me, they think I'm pretty amazing too. And today I felt like I was reminded of it, so I like that. But like, I wish I had something more to say. Like, I haven't had time to watch anything, listen to anything. Have I been reading books? I probably started some. But nonetheless, I have nothing for you guys. But I'm here. Did the hair though. We did the hair because I ain't had time for it. Greg, how are you?
I'm frustrated, very, very much so frustrated. Um,
You didn't nut yet, Greg? I know. I
no,
don't shit. I haven't
no.
either, yo. Oh my God. Like, you know what? I didn't want to make that like the statement. I feel like I always make that a thing. I try to like step away from it in 2024. But I'm also gonna like start counting the days of abstinence. Cause at this point in time, like, I'm saving in my vagina. I'm gonna just
You should
save
put
it.
that energy into something else.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was fucking with you.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
No, I'm not.
I'm totally okay with that. Like, especially even now with the toys, I want to like slow down because my back is killing me a little bit. Oh my God. Because like when I'm actually like being intimate, like it kind of desensitizes me, like, because the toy does like all these.
Can I tell you?
Okay, tell me.
I finally saw a rose. Like I actually,
Oh, I could have. Well, I have a few.
I don't want to see your rose, but I saw a rose. Like I was like, I looked at that shit. I was like, and then I saw, I realized I got all the functions and all the features.
It's not all the functions. Just you press a button and it goes. They got different settings.
That's what I'm saying. They got all the shit.
But sometimes it's like
I'm better than that shit. Greg against the rules. I'm gonna win.
Greg.
But you can also use that as a tag team partner too.
I think that's really good to take into account. I like that. I like because.
But I'm better.
Well, you know what? If because you like there's obviously like saliva, like other things that involve. But however,
You can't really comment on this.
I don't want to comment on you. Because I'm thinking about the rose in itself. But I just feel like no woman should do it too often, like that particular toy. I think there's a lot of different toys that you can dabble in, but I think that any toy that like you put on your clit and it has to like vibrate on it, I think it could eventually like desensitize. It's like a muscle, right? And so if
Can
it
I call
doesn't-
bullshit on that?
Go ahead.
Because they told me in high school, if I beat my dick too much, I'm not gonna know what a vagina feels like. And boy, was they lying.
That's not the truth. I'm talking about the sensation. Like your mouth can never do the same vibrations of a rose. Just think about that. I'm not telling you what you can do better or what you can't. I don't care. I'm just giving you the idea of that this is a toy that can do things
For
that
sure,
a
it's a
human
robot.
can't do, right?
I got
The rhythms, the vibrations, the stuff. Like you technically cannot do that.
Okay.
Greg, I don't know what you do. I don't know. I don't want to know what you do. I'm just letting you know that if you charge that bad boy on 100%, that shit is crazy, and I don't like it. I think it's too much for me. And so that's why I literally have to like put it away. Like, not saying that like I'm not horny and I don't want to use my hand because that was the original thing like back in the day, but it's just so much easier. However, it does like take away like the way that the rose hits my clit and the way that somebody wants to eat my vagina, which I can still enjoy. The cum is gonna be different because like my clit now has got this sensation where it's waiting for the or the it depends on the setting and it depends on the day. Sometimes I get a little frisky with it or I like tech. I spent a lot of time about myself.
She just got lost for a minute, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's a pretty unique invention, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Chinese invented it. No. Yes.
And I definitely,
Absolutely.
but I just think that doing it too often, I definitely feel like an individual can always be better than a toy because you're like I said, it's your exchange of energy. So even the intimacy is different. Like the way that I just like your mouth on me is different than me just
For
having
sure,
this
I get
automatic
that.
toy. So yes, like the idea is that the person's gonna be like so much better. But I'm telling you, like if you can hear how hard it buzzes when it's on 100%, like when it's dying, it's my favorite thing. But when it's like I feel like it's trying to break my vagina. It's like, bitch, you're coming today. 2 seconds. You're like, no, I don't want to just relax. I don't want to know, no. And it's like,
I'm just saying, fellas, don't be in competition with that bullshit.
no, make it your ally. Toys are never supposed to be a competition. It's just understanding that I don't need to have your dick because someone's going to satisfy me, and it doesn't have to be a person. It definitely can be myself and the accessories that I've allowed to partake.
Bullshit. Because even at the end of the day, they want another person.
Not
You
always.
want a human.
Not if you don't. If you haven't really
You
experienced
sit
good
here and
dick,
tell
let me
me
finish my conversation. If you haven't really experienced good dick, if you haven't really experienced good dick, then sex doesn't. A lot of people don't care for sex like other people. Some people don't even care for the act in itself, and some people have never even experienced an orgasm. Women, I'm gonna talk about women. I feel like men gonna nut at this point, but I feel like there's some women that have never even experienced an orgasm. So for them, sex is like a.
That's it.
So everybody doesn't feel that same way.
I think it's something that you chase.
No, if you don't care about sex like that, it don't hit the same.
Of course, if you don't care about sex,
That's
yes.
what I'm saying. So they're just, and the women that haven't
But-
experienced sex to the point where she wants to do it all the time. If she hasn't really experienced an orgasm or understand what an orgasm is, or understand how her body
If you don't care
can
for
do
sex, then
things.
why use the rose at all?
What? Because maybe you're trying to learn your body. Maybe you don't know what it is, the orgasm, and that allows you to squirt and everything. Maybe you didn't even know you was a squirter. I didn't know, and then I knew. But that wasn't the rose that let me know. But I was like, look at me. I'm sorry, I told y'all too.
Look at me. Oh man, but anyway,
Okay.
yes, frustration on so many levels.
Absolutely.
Also, feel like I got humbled this week at work, but it wasn't a good humbling. It was a humbling of maybe it's time.
Oh, I know that those feelings
So
where it gave you kind of confirmation, like we going to. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So that kind of threw me off. It was like I ain't feel like doing shit after that conversation.
Yeah, I know that feeling. It's like at this point, I'm already I'm now looking at the door.
Yeah.
But you know what?
So, but you know,
They're
it is
gonna
what it is.
leave the door open.
That is not the right melody, but I understand what you was trying to do. I understood. You want to jump into the topics?
Sure, Greg.
You go first.
What?
So you go first. See, I didn't do the banter like we usually do. I just say, you go first.
Oh, okay.
You want to do it? Who gonna go first, Gigi? Yeah, you.
All right, so I have a scenario. I'm talking now. We passed that a long time ago. So,
Why you gonna treat me so mean? Why you treat me so mean, yo?
can we?
No.
Okay.
Why you treat me so mean?
When you move, I move.
Just like that. Whoa. Sorry. I was just laughing this week because we really let that nigga get a whole song off and the hook was what? And then she started singing, what?
Yeah. What?
That's a fire song. Shout out to Noriega. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm screaming. So I have a scenario for my topic today. Please, if you guys have any thoughts, put in the comments.
Well, just text Gigi directly.
So the scenario is that you and an individual happen to be dating, but you guys are both aware that you're dating other people. They may or may not be dating other people as well. But there's an idea of the dynamics of the relationship that you guys are in. It's very fresh. And so then one day, one of the individuals says, you know what? Well, the one that's dating, obviously. Well, the assumption is that both of them are dating. So let's put it in a, I don't know. Do you want to do male female and we switch?
Sure.
Okay, so we're just gonna say individuals, and then we'll see how the male female dynamic. But one of the individuals lets them know, just on a whim, that hey, like, I know that I may have options, but I think I really like you. How do you respond as a man? And I guess I'll respond as a woman, and then we can talk about how we would feel about it.
So just so I'm clear on the situation, the woman is coming to me and saying, "Hey, I have options, but I think I want you."
Yeah.
And how do I respond to that?
Yes.
Me being me, cool. Then cut them niggas off.
Okay. Okay. That's it?
Yeah, because if I guess I was. It depends on what I'm looking for. If I'm looking for a relationship, that's bound to happen. But if I'm not looking for a relationship, and you coming to me with this, I'm gonna tell you you shouldn't choose me, because I wouldn't want to play with somebody's heart like that.
Would you get upset?
Why would I be upset that she wants to choose me?
Would you take any offense to it? Like,
no, why?
I mean, no,
be offended?
I totally agree with you. I don't think that you would be offended. I don't think I would be offended because the understanding is that we both are talking to people. There's nothing like we're still in this phase of like dating, and so like to be now in a position where I'm letting you know that I may like you more than the others. Like, why would that be an issue?
Nah, I mean, really, I don't think it is at all.
So for me, I'm gonna have the same. No, I'm not gonna have the same response as you because it really depends on how I actually feel about them. Because I know I'm dating other people too. You may have a different energy that I'm giving to you. So
yours is based on the person.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
like mine is just because you decided like this is how you feel doesn't always mean
understood.
That's how I feel. And so because I've already allowed you to know that we're not exclusive as of yet. You may be number 3 or 2, but you're not number 1 for me.
So does it take? Do you take into account how you feel at all about being in a relationship or not? Like being damn, what's the word I'm looking for? Exclusive? Like, do you? Because the way I guess from my point of view, the way I came at it was, do Greg want to be tied down? Like, do he want to only be with one person? And if that's the case, then I'm going to consider if you are the top choice. Like, then I'm going to your thought. But got to start with me first. If I don't even feel that way about like being just with one person, I don't even care about like what your thoughts are at that point.
Well, see that I think I get what you're saying, but that wouldn't be the idea, right? And then the idea of you dating multiple people. Granted, you want to be with one person, but you haven't found that one person that want to just be with you or that, right?
Okay.
And so, but in those tiers, I think when you embark on those things, when you are dating multiple people, there is a tier to it. Like, like everybody is not equal, right? Yeah. They may be lacking, and what someone lacks, someone may have, and that's their present tier on the roster. That maybe if she would have said it, but she said it, and I'm not ready for her yet. Yeah. And that's probably only because of maybe experiences or things that you may not see in her just yet that gives you the reason why you as a man don't want to be with her. Yeah. And so I just don't think that it always can play out the same way just because you decide like, I'm talking to other people, but I want you. I can't always guarantee that my response is going to be the same.
For sure. No, I agree. So can we advance a little bit?
Of course.
Or not even advance. Let's do the reverse.
Okay.
Right?
What's the reverse?
Not even reverse. Let's just think about the person. Let's think about
Okay.
the person who said that to you now.
Okay.
How should they feel
After.
if you deny? Is that a denial?
Is that what do you mean like a denial? Like
if okay, think about me, right?
Okay.
If the person came to me and said, you know, dating all these other people, but you are it, and I say, I don't want you though. Like
I wouldn't
that.
say it. I wouldn't say that.
Why not? What are we supposed to say?
I wouldn't say that because obviously I'm dating you as well. Like obviously there's an interest. But I would be if that was a situation and someone came to me and they're like, "Yo, like I want to be with you." If I don't see that yet,
I have to cut them off.
What?
I have to.
This is you don't even okay.
Because you've made it clear what you want.
Okay, can I ask you a straight up question?
Yeah, it does.
And it's okay if you don't want to talk about it if you don't.
Go
Have you ever talked to multiple people at the same time?
Yes.
But know that you actually wanted to see if they actually go somewhere at the same time?
What do you mean?
And in this scenario, have you been in a scenario where you can see yourself talking to multiple women at the same time and they want something? Because it's different when you just humping on somebody, right? And it's different when you're dating somebody, right? So those separate. So when I'm saying like dating multiple people at the same time, that there is potential in each individual that you're actually talking to.
For sure.
Now, the levels of their interest could be different, right? I could see husband, father, all this in this man, right? However, there may be attributes that are lacking. So then, number two may have husband, maybe not father, right? And like other attributes that still gives him the running of still having the potential of being with me. However, there's still tiers to it. Like, you're always gonna have a favorite, even if you don't think you do.
For sure.
When there's multiple people involved. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Is that your least favorite? They still your favorite. They still on the top 3, top 2. I don't know. I don't know the numbers because I'm not counting. And they decide that they want to make this decision. I want to be with you. At this moment, knowing that she's still a candidate to be your woman, do you take her feelings in consideration? Do you decide that you don't want to be with other people? Or do you feel like as a man that you should have made a decision? And although now you've understood how she feels.
Okay, I understand your question. And
he cuts me off. I'm listening.
Did I cut you off?
I didn't finish my question, but it's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I don't want to have finished with that.
I apologize.
It's okay.
I thought you were trying to over-explain.
Okay.
And don't take it as a negative term, no, because I thought you already asked the question. And you
Understood.
Trying to help me
Okay, Greg, go ahead.
Further. If I was when I was like talking to multiple people, there was no intentions of me trying to be in a committed relationship. Every time I wanted to be in a committed relationship, I was one. I was tunnel vision. You know that about
But
me.
How do you know that's the like? You have to date people to understand like that's the person. Are you saying that you just wait and you be like, I'm not gonna talk to her, I'm not gonna talk to her, I'm not gonna talk to her, I'm gonna talk to her, and like, oh, she's the one. Like that's,
yeah, but that's how I am. Why are you acting like this is new information for you?
No, I'm just putting in a perspective of that's not how everybody doesn't do that.
Of course not.
Right? And so yes, that's how maybe you move in the idea of it. But I just feel like if you've already just gave a prime example of as a man, like when you decide that you want to be in a relationship, you make that decision for yourself.
Yes.
When a woman decides she wants to be in a relationship, she still got to wait for the confirmation of the man to say that he's actually ready for a relationship.
For sure. That's not the conversation we're having right now.
Yes, it does. Because when it comes to the idea that a woman is coming to you and she's telling you that she thinks that she has options, but she wants you, you have the definitive answer to confirm that you want the same things that she does. And if not, there's nothing else that she can do except to understand that this man won't want her. As a woman, I think it's more respected as a man is that she does have options. And if he may not be that person for her, she can let him go or let him know that she needs to see X, Y, and Z from him to be able to reconfirm the same feelings, or her feelings may not be there yet. I've had conversations with people to let them know that I'm not where you're at, but I like being with you. And if you are no longer comfortable with the idea that we may not like each other or want each other on the same level, you can go. I can't be mad at that anymore.
For sure, but you're talking, and we've had this conversation many times. And what we always part ways is that yes, most times men do have they choose. But for me, not even but for me, I've also seen it in reverse where the woman chooses as well. Like I've seen it many times. It's happened to me before. I'm just in this situation, what we're talking about right here, going back to what I was saying before, like when I was actively entertaining when I was actively entertaining multiple women, it at any point, and it happened, at any point where a girl was like, I want you only, I gotta cut you off because that's gonna cause so many problems down the line. Because I know I don't want you like that.
Because when you're dating multiple people, you're just trying to be single.
Yeah.
Understood. Yeah. We have different experiences.
Of course we do. Like I'm not trying to put I feel like knowing who I am, that is me setting myself up for failure.
Understood. But I would also think that what would be the expectations of that relationship? If it's just like a friends with benefits or a moment where y'all just humping each other and she just happened to like it more than the others or whatever, or just because it just
she comes to you and say, I want more from you.
Yes, all right, then you retreat. I would retreat too. Because it's all about the expectation. I'm talking about somebody that I'm dating. I'm not. That's why I try to separate the two. Like if I'm humping on you and we're having that conversation, it's definitely gonna always go left because that was never the intention from the beginning. But if I'm going into it with the intention that I actually want to date you and you actually want to date me, this is different. There's an expectation that we're going to get here at some point.
I understand that. I think
we're saying the same thing.
No. I don't think we are. I think you just misunderstand what the situation is.
Okay.
Because when you say dating, I think we're in the same line when we talk about what dating is, right?
Okay.
Like you hanging out is more
your intentions is actually to be with them. I think that you can friends with benefits is different. Like friends with benefits, I can chill with you and we can be cool. We can hump on each other. We can even hang out. But when you are dating, like the idea is that we actually want to find a way either to be exclusive with each other or a dynamic or relationship where we are being intimate with each other.
For sure.
That's the idea for me.
Uh-huh.
So it's expected to at one point someone's going to say that.
Yeah, and as soon as that happens for me, if I don't feel that way, I gotta cut you off because I know what you want.
Okay, and I think that I can understand that. I don't know if I'm gonna automatically cut them off, but I also understand that I will voice my thoughts. I feel like
at that point it becomes manipulative.
I don't think so. I think if I'm honest about my feelings and they decide to stay, that's no longer a me problem.
This is where you and I always get into the arguments because it's still manipulation, no matter if you're honest or not.
Why?
Because manipulation is not a lie.
Sometimes it is.
Sometimes you just use sometimes.
Sometimes it is. But
sometimes
you made it sound definitive. So let's be clear. That's why we're here.
Okay.
Sometimes, if you would have said sometimes, I would have not said anything. Sometimes, I don't want to argue with you, Greg. But all I'm trying to tell you is that if you tell me how you feel and I tell you how I feel, and we're still in a place where we still want to be around each other, that's no longer a my problem thing. Because maybe I could get to where you feeling now that I've understood where you're feeling, and that's not what it was. But now maybe that, or maybe not. I think that if I do get to that place, because I'm dating people, and my idea is to become monogamous or to be in a relationship, that when I do meet the person, that I will tell the people that I'm dating, like, what's up. There would be no reason for me to that, because I got to dead them.
True.
Or I ghost them. I mean, it depends on what growth period you want to see me in. But I just think that I don't think that the real question is, would you really take offense to the idea that someone tells you that they have options, but they want you? No. I don't see it either. However, there's a story that I know in this same scenario that the man in this story, because the woman told him, got upset, angry.
The man got upset?
Man got upset.
Ego, pride.
Why would you tell me that? Why would you think that would be okay? And I was telling the person, I was like, where did that come from? I didn't see nothing wrong with the context of the thoughts that you said.
No, that just seems like two people on two different pages.
I think that man got a secret life, friend. I think you need to walk away.
You got a secret life?
Yeah, in my mind. Like, why would you feel so...
He sounded like someone who just didn't understand the situation.
Give me more. I don't understand.
Maybe I'm just not understanding the full scenario, but if you're telling me that they both went in knowing that they're dating other people.
Mm-hmm.
And then she tells him,
Mm-hmm.
I've been talking to Joe, Sam, and Billy.
You gonna say Susie?
But
I'm
it could have
screaming.
been Susie. Shit.
Shit. Hey, it's 2023. It's 24. It's
But
2024.
I'm deciding to go with you.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm really feeling you and I kind of want to drop them because I want to get to know you more.
Yeah.
And he got upset.
Yeah.
He was lying about, either he was lying about talking to other people. And that's why he got offended. No, that's the only reason. I honestly think it's just that he didn't understand, he didn't grasp the concept of what was happening. To me, that's the only reason why you could be upset.
Saying that he forgot the idea that they're supposed to be dating.
Not
people?
forgot. I don't think it's forgot because this also goes back to something I told you that I think people lie to get what they want. I don't think he would. If you had to ask me my honest opinion, I don't think he was ever talking to nobody else. It was her and nobody else.
Oh.
And he said it because he didn't want her to go away because
So,
she wasn't there yet.
okay.
Like, she clearly wasn't there yet in the sense of she was open about it. Like, I'm still dating other people. Before even saying, and you correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But if she said to him before they even got to the point of, I am thinking about you only.
Mm-hmm.
And before that point, she was like, I'm dating other people. And I would hope that she said that out loud, or she said that out loud to him.
Well, that's because that's the scenario. The scenario
Yeah.
that would.
So he probably was like, yeah, me too. He wasn't.
I'm so sorry.
People lie.
But that doesn't mean that the person that didn't lie should be penalized for it.
She shouldn't. No, I'm not saying she did nothing.
I don't think that she did anything wrong. I think that like there was no reason for no issues. I was like, when I keep reading the text message back, and I was like, she
did nothing wrong.
I was like, you did nothing wrong. I was like, honestly, you put your ass on Front Street. Like, you literally like kind of just opened this door to like whatever it could be, and it was just like, And he responded in a way where it was just like, you're mad that she told you that she...
Because he never was.
Wow. But still, why wouldn't you still take it that way? So you couldn't have not been doing it. Remember, like, no one's lying to anybody at this point, right? And so at this point, if maybe I don't know. It was just the individual got so offended on the idea that it was told. It was like, why would you want me to think about you being with other people? And it was just like, why? Because you knew that she was with other people already. Because
men are territorial, pride, ego, all of it.
I didn't get it. I thought it would have been...
You wouldn't get it.
No. I didn't get how he would respond that way, knowing that she was actually telling him that she wanted him. Like, it wasn't, I want to be with other people. It was like, I may want to be with you. And I was just like, how did you miss that? Like,
because you should have wanted me from the jump.
Yeah, that's ego.
Yeah.
Corny. Corny.
Like, how many times, like, I think you can even relate to, like, how many times...
Corny niggas?
No, but you can. You said it, not me.
No, you said it too, nigga. Fucking did not.
I wasn't talking about corny niggas. I was saying you could relate to a man being upset about something that you both have said you were doing.
What?
You can relate.
I want you to yes. Because I don't know where you're going with this, but let's
think about like an open relationship, right?
Okay.
Or even the polyamory.
Don't disrespect it when you know what it is.
Sorry, I just think it's funny.
Okay.
Sensitive mother. How it's okay that the man feel like it's okay for me to go do what I want to do, but as soon as the woman tells me that you're doing it, hell no, you ain't doing that shit. Like, you know about the double standard.
Okay, so what?
I'm saying you can relate to that.
Can I, Greg?
Not because it's happened to you. I'm saying you know situations of where it's happened. Yo, that's on you, dog.
Oh my God!
Yo.
Like, I don't know. I'm so confused. I'm just like, I don't know. What are you getting at with this?
The way that the guy responded shouldn't have been like so eye opening for you.
But what you're saying right now and what you're saying before? Oh, the idea that it's a problem that they're aware that there's other people around.
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, it's not me, but thank you. But it's not that. It's the idea that it's already understood, and we're now having a conversation about it.
Yes, and I'm saying, yes, and what I'm saying is that you, like, we have, both of us have seen the double standard happen where it could be.
Yes, I know. I understand. I even know a scenario in your head. I know exactly what you're talking about. Jeez. But what I'm trying to explain to you is that I think that when we are now dating in this era, like before it made sense to be more like the Gregs where you just, I'm ready to be with a woman, I'm going to find her, it's going to be her when I meet her. Where people are actually really proactively dating multiple people at the same time. And I think that the honesty in that is because I don't need to feel like you're with other people if I already know that already. Now, if I'm comfortable with that, that's one thing. If I'm not, then I'm aware of it. And I don't have to play coy with you,
sure.
Right? We don't have to be in a position where I don't hear from you or I've texted you or I've called you and now I'm automatically thinking that you're with somebody else. But if I already know that's the expectation of the type of relationship that we're in until we decide to be exclusive, that shouldn't be an issue for us. So, right. So if we're in that space and now a woman or a man decides to say, this is where I'm at now and this is what I want.
For sure. And unfortunately, we live in a society where niggas lie. Because what you're saying, you are saying, nothing wrong. That is logic, and logic always wins. Unfortunately, we live in a world where people lie.
I'm good.
Cool. That was a great topic, Gigi.
Sure.
My topic is about limitations, and if there are any. So, if I'll put it to you this way, right? If someone says they want to achieve something or they want to do something, right? Would it be better if I give you a good example?
Sure.
I want to be the greatest basketball player in the world.
Okay.
Right? Do you think if someone put their all into it, they're up every day practicing, getting on the court, putting up shots, learning how to play, doing everything they need to do to be the best basketball player in the world? Not relatively, right? Because I know where that was going on. Right? Do you think that if they put their all into it, they can achieve it?
Yes.
Or are they limited based on their physical attributes or mental attributes?
You almost got me on a yes and no, but I thought about Kobe, so yes. To know that Kobe was an individual that knew that he wasn't great at the sport, but practiced, studied, and but showed up every day and had a mentality, yes. I believe that. I believe that if you want to do something, there's nothing that's going to stop you from doing it. And if you don't do it, it's really because you're your own worst critic and you're doubtful of yourself at this point. Because I don't think that anybody can really stop you from doing anything. We've seen people with nothing make nothing out of something, and now they have everything.
Okay.
So yeah, because you used basketball, I was just like, Kobe. Kobe.
I guess that depends on where you start the journey. So, I, Greg, want to be the greatest basketball player that ever lived.
Okay.
Today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, starting now.
Mm-hmm.
You think I could achieve it?
Yes.
What? How?
Because as long as you have that mindset, but we also seen stars, basketball players that aren't that tall. Greg, but it's all about practice
I got
and
life
determination.
circumstances.
Do you really think that you would be? I know that you've always gone to the gym, but think about the idea that you've been deadlifting, like stuff like that. Like that was a progress thing.
For sure.
That wasn't like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna go out here and just start lifting. No, it was a progress thing, and now you know that you can do it. I think that if you have the capacity to have the mindset to even fathom the idea that you can try. Trying is halfway there. And you might fail initially. But the idea that you understood that through your failures you're learning how to make it better, or you're able to learn how to get through it. Yes, I think that you can achieve anything. I think the limitations is within yourself.
Okay. I didn't have an answer for this, but now I do. I think if it's anything not physically related, absolutely.
No.
I think your physical. You got to take the physical into account. Like, there's no way in hell that at this age of 31, if I decide today to try to become the best basketball player to ever live, it's going to happen. No, it's not. It can't.
How? Why not?
I have way too much physical limitations.
Okay, so when you say ever lived, is that relative, like in the world?
I said that's not relative. That's why I put that in there, because I know you.
There's some people that are really great that just because they're not on TV doesn't mean that they weren't great.
No, I know that for sure.
Okay.
1,000%.
Okay.
I'm talking about to the masses.
Oh, you mean like to be LeBron?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you think LeBron's the greatest?
No, I was just using him as a caveat because I feel like you can relate to that.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Or Jordan or Kobe.
No. I feel like they're too old for you. I feel like LeBron is right in your pocket.
I was born in the 90s. Kobe Bryant's my favorite basketball player of all time. What are you talking about?
No, but I'm saying that LeBron is more relevant to you right now. One doesn't play, one has passed away.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I use someone that's gone when I can use someone that's here?
Okay. I understand.
If you're... Okay. Okay.
I just don't get it. Sorry.
I don't like your uncomfortable laughs. It doesn't make it better, but I'm happy that you use those.
What? Wait, what?
He does it again. I swear. I wish I can, like, if I was I would get all the clips of every time you laugh when it's just like... Okay. Okay. You don't think you laugh when you're uncomfortable?
No.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
No, that's what you do. You definitely laugh when you're uncomfortable.
That's probably true.
And then okay.
We're gonna argue against it.
Okay.
Sure.
Anything else in your question in regards to?
No, I just
You think that like someone like you think that because when we don't talk about relative, who defines the greatest person alive?
I would say accolades, and I think it depends on what it is. So like basketball. Okay. I think that's why I chose basketball.
So if that's the case, like you would have to be in the NBA for it to matter.
Absolutely, because it's what the best players in the world play.
No, that's not true. We know that there may be great players
to the masses, right?
Because that's who we have access to. Doesn't mean that limitates. There's people that are not in the NBA that are still great at basketball, or don't have the opportunities, or don't have access, or just decided to go overseas.
Okay, I hear you.
Doesn't take away from their skill set.
You're right. That's true. But to the masses, the best basketball players in the world play in the National Basketball Association.
Okay, I respect that. Okay, I can't argue with that. Because that's the thought process, and that's the consensus on how people feel about what makes you great.
Yeah.
I don't use those same measurements in life, but I can see it and how I can see how that makes sense.
So that's good. That's good. So let's advance a little bit, right? Podcasting is your thing. Excuse me. Podcasting is your game. Mm-hmm. If you're never recognized for it, ever.
Yeah.
You still feel like you're the greatest podcaster in the world?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yo, pound it. That's fine.
Why not?
Oh, because I want to be recognized.
I kind of learned even like working in corporate America that like someone validated me or letting me know that I did a good job does not take away from the work or the thought process that I did to do the job anyway. Mm-hmm. Because when I was looking for it, they didn't give it to me, but it didn't take away from the work that I did.
For sure.
So I can no longer predicate or use that as my sense of achievement because someone else doesn't recognize a greatness in me or decides they don't want to. I can't live like that, or I'll stop podcasting, and I'm not going to do that.
So I hear you, right? Because I think the corporate America thing is a great example too. Only because if you're never compensated the way that you're supposed to feel like you're supposed to be compensated, because compensation is also a way of recognition.
Yeah.
You feel some type of way.
Of course I do.
That's what I'm saying.
The difference is that I genuinely enjoy this. I'm doing this for a purpose to make more money. Period.
So like if you never make a dollar from podcasting, you'll be okay.
I'll be okay.
Oh, that's fine.
Yes. Is that the goal? No. But for me, I wasn't doing it for $1 anyway.
If that's the goal, if you never hit the goal, then did you succeed or fail?
What I'm trying to tell you is, Greg, is that obviously the idea is to make money in this craft because I enjoy it so much. And why wouldn't someone want to get paid for something that they enjoy doing? For sure. Would that ever take away from me wanting to do this? No. Like, I get that in this lane that my goal is to get monetized and be able to get some sponsorship or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, if that didn't happen tomorrow, doesn't mean that I'm stopped podcasting tomorrow. Mm-hmm. That's how I see it.
Got you. Cool. That's fire. That's not how Greg feels. No, that's fire. Good?
Yeah.
I
wish we thought about like other scenarios where someone would hinder their greatness. Cause I
think it's only.
I just felt like that was.
Basketball is just a good example only because of the physical. I think there's physical limitations on being a basketball player.
If there's still short people, I play basketball. And I was the co-captain of my team. I was the fastest person on my team. And I still was able to hit threes. And I was one of the shortest people on my team.
Steph Curry ain't that tall either. I get it.
So that's what I'm saying is like there's what limitations in regards to that. Like even when you think about football, there's niggas that are big that can run through a whole field and still be able to get back and reset.
No, I'm saying I'm talking about, I guess physical limitations could be anything from like you have fucked up knees. There's no way in hell that you could be able to run up and down the court because you got fucked up knees. Or physical therapy. I don't know, you got some disformity in your body that you can't play basketball.
Well, maybe you can't play basketball in the National League, but there's other leagues that have a handicap leagues that play basketball. Like
1,000%. But I'm saying, but to be the best, to be considered the best, to be Michael Jordan, to be LeBron James, like there's a physical limitation to that.
Okay.
But I think if anything outside of a physical, like a sport or something like that, I think you can definitely, if you put your mind to it, you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
1,000%. You want to be the best chess player in the world? You can do that.
I agree. Okay, let's get into it.
All right. Thank you for making it to the end of the show with us. End of the show, New Dialogue is how we end every show. New Dialogue is the time of the show. We like to talk about things that we found interesting this week.
I'm going to take this off already.
You can in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was like, I just realized that. I was like, let me just wait. Go ahead. Sorry.
You got anything? That annoyed the shit out of her.
Why, Greg? Why?
Yo, Gigi, see?
Okay.
I don't be missing you, yo.
All right. I don't. New Dialogue. Nothing. I just keep thinking about the game that we were just watching. To be honest with you. Yeah.
Chiefs and
the Dolphins. Yeah, and I was just thinking about I just feel like have I read any books? I've started books, but no titles that have stand out. But yeah, I just keep thinking about the game. And I told you like about how I think it's interesting that there are certain teams that come from certain regions that deal with certain temperatures. So when they are coming into the polar opposite of the temperatures that they're used to, does that really affect their game? So it's like I really wanted to watch that, and I probably watched games like that numerous times. Obviously, I watched games in the rain and stuff like that. But with knowing that the Dolphins and the Chiefs are playing, and understanding that the Chiefs deal with the cold, Dolphins deal with rain, like maybe, like it might get a little nippy, but nothing too crazy where it actually affects like their muscles. Does it affect their mindset? Does the lighting change? Because like when it's cold like that, there's not too much. Like it's very interesting to watch how it affects a team, and I was so locked into it. So I don't really got nothing else except like I was gonna say fuck that nigga. It's just like fuck him, and you can fuck him. Just pay attention to your intuition. I think that in this year, whether you're driving, talking, eating, walking, just pay attention to your intuition, no matter who you are. Because I think that we forget that we're beings that we're able to be. Humans know humans. And if you don't feel right, or if you feel great, or if you feel weird about a situation, that tends to be most of the time what it is. And so just act accordingly now, and be safe. What about you, Greg?
I don't know, if you believe in anything, trust it. Trust your higher power.
In magic?
I had a good conversation with someone past week, and the only way you can get through things in life is to believe in a higher power. So I would say if you believe in a higher power, whether you are Christian, Buddhist, whatever you believe in that higher power, because I think that's gonna help you get through things in life.
Sometimes the intangible things allow you to prosper, because the things that you see can be taken away from you or are not always constant. But if you believe in that, I can understand that it gives you something it's an infinite in their presence in your life. So I get that, Greg. Okay. Well, with that being said, thank you so much for making it this far in this episode. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this conversation, because we had a lot of conversations actually in this episode, probably more than one topic at that. However, Greg, you want to let them know how they can find you and how they can find us?
Yes, and also just to give you guys a little announcement, we're going to bi-weekly this year because of life. So every other week you'll be getting a new episode. Yeah. But don't worry, we still here. We're here. But you can still listen to us on the platforms. I'm sorry. Follow me on X and Instagram at Greg Nelson26. That's up to you if you want to do that. But follow the pod on TikTok, on X, on Instagram at JustAConvo_pod. Go on YouTube. You can listen to us on YouTube. Watch the visuals on YouTube at Just a Conversation. At JustAConvo_pod. And listen to us on, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Acast, other places coming soon. Yeah.
Do you want to finish that about us dropping every 2 weeks, or you just wanted to?
No, they got it.
That's all. Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna see us this week, and then after that, you won't see us again for another 2 weeks.
For another.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that. I'm not gonna give them dates.
I'll miss y'all. I'm not giving you dates either, but I'll miss you guys. And you can find me, My Amazing Individuals, which I'll probably be more active because we're not recording as much. At GCarly7. Oh wait, on X. At GCarly7. It's only when I say it, but when you say it, it don't feel.
No, it's not just you.
Okay,
I'm just saying. Shut up. I love you.
Hey, you guys, and if you forgot today, someone didn't tell you today, if you happen to be sitting by Greg today, I'm sorry. But Greg and I,
it's a blessing for you. It's a privilege.
Want you to go be great. Gigi.